Hello and welcome to coverage of the 2024 Blue Ridge Disc Golf Club Championship. My name is Josh, and I'm in the booth today with my good friend Morgan. Morgan, how's it going, man?
It's going well. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to see what kind of disc golf we have to watch here.
Yeah, man, super excited to have you. Let's jump right into it.
Cool, let's do it.
All right, first up, we got Caleb Ward, the man, the myth, the legend, current sitting club president. He deserves to be here. He's a great disc golfer. He's a great club president.
100%.
Gives a ton back to this community. I'm excited to watch him play disc golf.
And next up, we've got Andrew Nesbitt, really a local legend. Puts in so much coursework. One of the smoothest throwers you'll see out here, and just a good guy. Welcoming and loves to have new people here at the club.
Here we got Andrew Lamont. Not much to say about him that hasn't already been said. We've seen him on coverage before. Y'all know he can throw backhand, forehand. He's a great putter. He's a consistent player. And I expect him to just absolutely tear it up out here today.
All right, and last we've got Vince Gray, the lefty on the video.
Heck yeah.
And the dude can throw it a mile, and you're going to see some really interesting lines. He throws left and right-handed, forehand, backhand on both sides. It'll be really cool to see what he picks to do out here.
Absolutely.
Hold on. Warmed up, folks.
Okay, now I'm recording.
Welcome to the big show. We got the 2025 Club Championship. First up is Andrew Lamont versus Andrew Nesbitt, and then Caleb Ward versus Vince Gray. I got all the last names. Booyah! All right, let's play.
All right, here we go. Hole number 1. This is a par 3, 360 feet. Honestly, a 3 is a good score. I don't believe I've ever seen anybody get a 2 on this layout. It's just absolutely insane. Primary goal, don't go into the water left.
Absolutely.
Woods right is also bad.
Yes. It's a pretty inaccessible basket from the tee pad. Low ceiling, but a weird turn, so it's tough to get there off the tee here.
I feel like Lamont is going to try to just play to the fairway. Oh, never mind.
Getting aggressive, going roller. And a little early on the left side, or the right side there.
But that's the fairway. I'll take
fairway.
that. Mm-hmm. That's the fairway.
Here we got Nesbitt stepping up to the tee, facing Lamont in this semifinal. I expect just the smoothest backhand right down the pipe. Yep, there we go.
Oh, showing how it's done right off the bat.
Yes.
That's the kind of disc golf you can expect from Nesbitt.
Absolutely. He's going to like that position. He's not trying to get there. I think that was a mid-range he's throwing there, so he's just trying to put himself in the middle there.
So smart.
Oh, boy. A little pulled from Vince, going left.
Went left. Wow.
Where the hell did that go?
Out in the water.
You really heard me say
Did it really?
I think so.
A shot. I think
we have a...
Wow, he thinks that went in the lake.
It's out.
Okay, it might be in the lake.
I think that might be in the lake.
He must have flipped that over. There's water all the way down the left side there.
And this is what we call a door open scenario for
Absolutely.
Caleb. If he puts this in the fairway, like...
Oh, boy.
Oh, you
When he rolled it.
That is not going to end up in the fairway.
And I missed it on the catch cam.
Oh, my God!
I think he also...
Scrap it.
Is that in the lake,
also
too?
in the lake, yes.
Oh, good start, guys. Good start, guys. It can only get better from here.
Absolutely. If I recall, I think they were basically taking the same lie on their, third throw there. But we'll find out. We got Lamont throwing the forehand into this green.
Great forehand thrower.
No.
That was a good throw. I think it just caught one of those last branches.
Yeah, just caught something a little high there. No surprise, Nesbitt throwing a little touchy backhand here. And leaves it a little short. He's gonna have a putt, but a little more putt than he wants because it falls off very steep after that basket.
Yeah, it is a bit scary on that hillside.
That's pretty good.
And Vince does a good job. He just gets back to the fairway. Yeah, this is literally the same spot.
It took the same drop, it looks like.
Are we
gonna be within 2 feet again?
Pretty much.
Yeah, you went over the top of my disc.
Okay, yeah, they're playing the hole exactly the same as each other. Not in an ideal way, but this is match play, so.
Vince lays it up. Normally a pretty deadly putter from distance, but he's gonna go ahead and make Caleb make it, and Caleb lays up, and they're gonna tie the hole.
This is what we were talking about. This is a terrifying putt. But I get the feeling Lamont's going to try to make this.
Was that a layup?
You hear him say, "Is that a layup?"
Hopefully that didn't roll too far. It was kind of moving.
Let's go!
No way.
And Nesbitt brings it from deep
What a straddle putt to start the round.
to win the hole too.
That is crazy.
And here we got hole 2 moving right along. We're playing the basket over here to the right. Mostly off the tee, it's a big forehand. Just kind of throw it up and high and let it fade to the right. Vince gets the advantage of being the lefty here, just gets to throw a nice backhand. I think we'll maybe even see a turnover. Yeah, here we go. Backhand turnover right here.
This is tough.
Very tough.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Wow.
Gives it height, lets it fight out.
Oh my
15,
god.
10 feet. 10, 15 feet.
That is so good.
So good.
That is impossible.
The point that is.
Here's the normal play.
I mean, Lamont just does Lamont things.
Yep.
Easy forehand hyzer for him.
Get in the basket.
I think Vince is throwing a Berg here and just a
Little
hyzer
slip.
with the putter.
I think he threw it a little far from the foot slip. Caleb throwing forehand, which I love to see. He's put a lot of work into his game, and part of that is working on his forehand. Which has gotten really, really good.
A lot better, a lot improved there, and he's got a putt here. Oh, and just puts it a little right.
Think about my drive on one.
And Vince with a chance to take a 1-0 lead.
Oh,
No.
that was a lot of chains. These
I cannot tell from this angle, but that looked so good to me.
definitely a little left side there, but still, it caught a lot of metal to not stay in that basket. Mont cleans up as you would expect from that range.
Yeah, he's really consistent from that range. I do not expect to see him miss those. And if Nesbitt misses this, then, you know, something's gone really wrong.
Twilight Zone material there, yeah.
I cannot believe he parked that with a backhand turnover.
So it's
That
so
is
difficult
so
to do.
dumb.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
I think that was that same buzz he threw on hole 1. He just loves that thing and can do so many things with that disc. It's really cool. All right, the other two are going to clean up their putts, tie the hole.
I don't know what they're talking about, but
They're having a good time. They're tied up through 2.
coming into hole 3, this is a huge power backhand for the righties. I'm interested to see what Vince does. Basically, the goal is to get up the hill through this tiny little gap. If you can push it into the gap, you can get yourself maybe like a circle's edge putt.
Yeah.
This is another one where getting inside the circle off the tee is rare. It's really rare.
Yeah, it says like 315 or something on the tee pad or tee sign there, but it feels like all of 400 feet to get up in there. It's a pump. It's just so much more uphill than even this camera angle makes it look.
Yeah, it looks small from
Yeah,
here.
yes.
When you step up to this tee pad, it does not seem small. And Lamont just rips one.
Putting a move on it, hits the ceiling there.
That's about as good as he can do. If he did not hit those branches, he would have been circle's edge. Either way, though, that was sick. A little glimpse into the
Oh, boy.
power of Vince.
These are the throws I love to see Vince try. This is a quote-unquote righty hole, but he has them figured out on the left-hand side and throws these amazing turnovers with these flippy fast discs that just do crazy things in the sky. It's so fun to watch.
He got the angle so good on that
So
throw,
good.
and that is just not easy to do. Oh, Caleb.
is by far the hardest I've ever seen.
Oh, Caleb, what a
Getting
ball.
up there. Getting up there. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can safely say that Caleb has been working on his game.
Yes.
We just saw him throw a forehand, and we just saw him absolutely crush a backhand.
Yes.
Like, this guy's getting good.
Get it. Get it.
Nesbitt is not missing the putter. He's not letting that thing hit the ground today. That is making Andrew Lamont work for it. And Lamont is not too pleased with that.
Just 2 huge putts in the first 3 holes.
Good attempt there from Caleb. I mean, his position was still awesome from that drive. Win the hole. Oh.
Gosh, that was a good putt. That looked like it was going in the whole time.
Oh, and Vince
What?
is dropping
Vince?
it in from deep.
Wow, Vince with a 2. I mean, I would not have
Lefty.
predicted any 2s on that one. That is just hard to do.
Not from the lefty either.
Yeah, seriously,
just
what?
So impressive.
Come on, Vince.
Yeah, what a
Give us a
cool two.
break, dude.
Here we got hole 4. Kind of a similar thing. It's uphill. The basket's tucked in here to the left. I'm sure we'll see Vince throw some crazy turnover again. Maybe the same disc even. And the righties are probably going to have a nice easy hyzer. But it's a tight gap to try to hit here.
That's it.
Oh, he does it again.
How does
With the kick.
how does he get the angle so
yeah.
perfect every time?
Open
I
height.
think
I
he
wonder
just
what that
throws
disc
that.
is. It's
No
something
idea.
flippy for sure,
Yes.
because he's just getting such nice turnover flights out of that thing.
That's it.
And that's the thing with this hole. This hole is you can get it through the first gap, and there are just 50 more trees to miss, and you're kind of just taking your chances.
That's it.
If you don't make the first gap here, you're not happy. There's not a lot of ways to get to the basket
Again.
if you haven't gotten out into the open yet.
Going to the right, like Nesbitt did there off of the kick, isn't too bad. There's another fairway from a different tee pad over there, but it still is. It's a lot of distance you have to cover and to do it touchy as well.
Let's see if Lamont can take advantage here. He's had opportunities already in the first couple holes, and
It's a late one.
yeah, it looked like a good line. Bit unlucky maybe. And Nesbitt is not
Nice
gonna.
job.
Nesbitt is not gonna make a mistake. I don't think from back there. He is just too smooth. And it looks like, oh my god! I almost said,
Giving it a run, maybe.
I almost said that was a layup, but that was not a layup.
He seems aware that Nesbitt is here to play, and Caleb almost with the par save there. This is a birdie look for Vince.
Really close. I mean, if he had gone birdie through the last 2 holes,
Oh,
hold on. What is that?
that's some tomfoolery right there.
If I'm not mistaken, that guy won the Spirit Award, or like the
I think
what
he
was
did.
it? The
He
best
won.
sportsmanship
Yes,
award.
yes.
We're gonna have to
We might have to rescind that
phone
event. Yeah.
phone the manager and maybe rescind that award.
I'll make some calls.
Hole 5. This is a great one. If you're an amateur, it's a par 4. If you're a pro, it's a
Yeah.
par 3.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that Lamont can get a 2 here. I believe that Vince could get a 2 here. Let's see what happens with this. I
Throwing
think
that
it's a little
same
overturned.
orange disc, and it is flippy, and it shows itself right there. It does sort of stay on the edge of that stuff, which might be okay. It just depends on what he's got there.
That bush can be really
It
punishing.
can
though.
be.
These are hanging out together.
Caleb might not have turned this quite. Oh, he's fine. No, he's
Throw
fine.
that far.
Yeah, that's really good actually, because now he just has a pretty simple pitch down the hill. Let's see how far Nesbitt can cook this thing.
Oh, he puts a move on it.
No way, that's so good.
Yeah, if you can throw it and you don't see your disc land, that's a pretty good throw on this hole. But to get down to the basket is just so difficult. It's pretty far down there. Oh, and Lamont turns this over a little bit. He's okay. It's still in the open, but he was wanting to get to that basket, I think.
Yeah, he really was. But if you're out in the open, you're not going to get punished for it. Caleb, as predicted, just pretty simple layup with the Berg.
Putting it close. Lamont going to throw a little zone forehand here, I think. Yeah, there you go.
So good.
Very good.
He has incredible touch with his forehand up shots.
Yeah.
That is...
He has the ability to throw them good distances, but they still land so soft. It's so tough. And here we go. Cut to Vince throwing it over.
Oh, my God.
And that one went right past my feet. And... Oh, just what a good attempt, though.
Yeah, that tomahawk just kind of scooted down the hill a little too far.
Yeah, I think it landed on the top, and this grass is all dead, and so it slid an extra 60 feet there. Oh, almost comes out the back, but that basket catches it. Two great putts from the Andrew card.
Nesbitt's putting has been so good so far.
Yeah.
No mistakes.
Hasn't touched the ground yet. Hole 6 is one of my favorite holes out here, especially in this layout.
Yeah, this one is awesome.
We're playing the short pad. We're going to the long basket. It's a par 4. Comes in at something like 400 something feet when it's all said and done. Just a huge uphill hyzer for the righties, and then this really touchy straight shot. The basket is 2 feet away from a slope that'll roll it into the road maybe in OB. So it's just a cool hole though. And Caleb just doing what you got to do, just putting it out in play. Oh, and it just catches something.
Wow, he threw that too far.
He threw it.
The
too
angle
far.
was great.
Yeah.
The height was great. He just, maybe he's a little bit stronger than he remembers.
Throwing further than he's used to. Yeah.
No way.
It got out. Look at that. That
Come
is
on,
so
Vince.
far up there.
Come on, Vince.
It's so far up there. It's hard to tell you how far up there that is. And Vince throwing this shot lefty is just, I'm going to gush on him the whole time, but it's so impressive to see that.
Yeah, it's really wild.
Yep.
That is the first kind of missed release I've seen from Nesbitt so far.
Yeah.
But,
Lucky to miss the cedar and just kind of get out in the open. He'll still have a shot at the basket. you know.
It's really not that bad.
No, it's not.
Over where he is.
It's just distance that he didn't get a cover, which does make the second shot tougher, but he'll be okay. Andrew throwing his favorite PD, I believe this is, and just smashing it up there.
That's so far.
So
I mean,
far.
that takes a ton of power. Very far uphill. What is this?
I think he was trying to cut roll around the corner, and it just turned up on him and went to the woods on the other side. That's hole 5 over there that we just played.
I mean, the roller went really far. It just went, kind of
Not
in the
where he
wrong
wanted,
direction.
yeah. Andrew getting up there within putting range, and with how he's putting lately, he's probably going to run that thing.
I think he has to. I think Lamont is going to be able to get within the circle pretty easily.
Absolutely.
And force Nesbitt to make that putt. Vince
Throwing at me again. Vince
throws at the camera. What did you say to him before the round?
I don't know.
Seems
He seems
vindictive.
particularly mad at me this day.
And there's another touchy forehand
Yep.
from Lamont.
Looked like it was running it from that angle, but it just came up a little short. But that's what you want to do. You do not want to go long. That is 3 discs in a row just coming right at my face.
Ouch, dude.
I know.
These guys do not like you, I don't think.
I'm a good place to aim, I'll take that. Oh, and
It's like that fucking meme.
Nesbitt knew he had to run that and gave it a little bit more juice, I think, than you expected.
Yeah.
But hey, there you go. Andrew Lamont's going to win that hole, and Vince is going to win the hole as well on the other card.
They both played it so perfectly.
Yep.
No notes.
That's what you got to do.
Hole 7, this one is I don't know. I'd like to say disliked maybe by some of the players.
Yeah, it's a kind of a random shot. You see a lot of different shots just to try to figure it out, and
it comes down to luck, really.
Yeah,
you just
kinda
kind of
does.
throw one at this wall of trees, and if you get through, you get through. If you don't, you're not going to have a putt.
yeah, you see even Caleb just standing on the far right side of the tee pad, lifting his foot up to try to just give himself more angle, and actually it looks like Andrew might even do the same thing here. Oh, he's going huge.
No fucking way, dude.
Do you think Andrew likes this hole?
I don't think he does. In fact, I straight from the horse's mouth, I know he does not like this hole. Specifically this pin location. It is, I think, a little more random than us disc golfers enjoy. But sometimes, that's the sport we play. Andrew Nesbitt hits a late one. He's going to have a look at it, I think, or at least going to be able to get up and down.
This is not a good spot to be. There's a lot in the way. He's not super far, but okay, that's so good.
So good. That's an old envy that he's been throwing forehand, and he just throws these flip ups, and it's so pretty to watch. And there you go, and Vince putting it close.
Yeah, similar level of difficulty.
Yep.
They both just executed that so nicely.
Oh, and Nesbitt giving a little run there.
And Caleb with a decent chance. Good height. Maybe he had to putt around that tree a little bit. It seemed like
he had to put a low angle on it.
Seemed like that wasn't his natural release point.
And here onto maybe back-to-back holes that people are a little questionable on. Hole 8.
This is a tough stretch for sure.
It is. Really a straightforward shot as far as the righty backhand. It's just kind of a hyzer, but again, a lot of late trees to worry about. We're actually playing to a basket above the one on video here, and it's so far up there that
It's a great shot, man.
you almost feel like the disc has to come backwards in order to access it. It's really, really weird to throw a disc that shape.
Yeah, you kind of have to defy the laws of physics to even get a putt here.
Yes.
And I don't have any frisbees that do that.
None of mine have done it for me yet. Oh, and that's so tough.
That is, you probably cannot get a 3 from over there.
It's going to be tough, too. He's going to have a great up and down. It's really tough over on that right side. There's just a big ditch you can kind of see in the distance that you can end up in. You can have bad footing. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong over there. Andrew throwing a stable mid-range here. Just putting it high to try to get it really far left. And I lost it in the
Holy cow.
sky.
That is actually...
He threw it far. He threw it deep.
That's unbelievable. I actually didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, he's got a putt. It's going to be obstructed. He's going to have to work for it, but he's got a putt.
Put some pressure on Nesbitt here to get one in the fairway.
And he's trying the same thing, stable mid-range. Gives it the height.
Oh my god.
And
Not only does he get it in the fairway, he gets it maybe closer than Andrews.
maybe closer, maybe a better looking putt. Really great throws by Lamont and Nesbitt.
I think those were the two best throws that I've ever seen on that hole.
Especially for that pin position.
Back to back.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was cool.
Caleb puts himself up there to maybe even have a putt at it. Vince running it, because why not? Just puts it within 2 feet.
Yeah, and unfortunately it looks like that probably had to go in for Caleb to have a chance here. I think Vince is going to go up.
Yeah, I think that's going to seal it for the Vince-Caleb match. And if Lamont makes this putt, he'll go up 1 with 1 to play.
Yeah, this would be huge. Door open.
Oh,
Good putt. I mean, good looking putt.
yeah, he gave it the want. All right.
And Vince is going to seal the win here over Caleb. He's going to advance to the final. Caleb just making sure.
Yep. I think maybe even use Caleb's disc for it.
What a competitor.
Absolutely.
Right down to the very end.
Yeah, two fun-loving guys who are just. It's fun to see them. Caleb rejecting the handshake and then going in for the hug.
Full carry move right there.
So Vince is going to move on to the finals, and he's going to wait for the winner of Lamont versus Nesbitt, and we're here on hole 9.
This is going to decide it, I think. Whoever wins this hole, if somebody wins this hole, wins the whole thing. Hole 9 is, if you're a righty backhand player, it's a kind of just a high stalling turnover shot.
Yeah.
You got to get a little bit lucky at the end to beat this wall of trees.
This
Primary goal, get past this first line.
This first line, you want to get right, and maybe my favorite shot to throw on this course. It's so fun to do it right, but it can do that, and it can punish you.
And that is not fun.
That is not fun. There are bushes over there that are taller than I am, and it is not a fun place to be. So.
I don't know if he's going to be able to get a 3 from there. Like, it seems, depending on how far back he is, that could be impossible.
Absolutely. Nesbitt taking stock. Oh, and just a little early.
Probably shouldn't.
Or I guess a little late out of the hand, a little early on the turn. And,
Yeah.
Just stop on a roller. Just stop.
all right.
And
You can see what he's got. Not much. Just throwing a big overhand. Rolled it, hit a tree,
wow.
25 feet. I mean,
What? That's,
one of the scrambles of the day.
Yeah, I mean, so far that's the best shot I've seen thrown all day so far. And Andrew also does a really good job.
I mean, Nesbitt giving himself a putt is not a small feat and hits the cage. I mean, what an incredible up and down attempt there. And this is to win.
For the win, his foot's on a tree.
He has to kind of lean out a little bit. Right in the middle.
What a putt.
What a putt.
What a matchup, too. These guys look so freaking good the whole time. Man, Nesbitt nearly took him down.
Yeah.
That would have been wild.
He made him work for it, and two players that I just love to watch throw the disc going against each other. It was a ton of fun to see them battle it out, and then to see it go all the way to 9 holes.
Yeah, seriously.
Special.
Can't really ask for much more than that.
No,
That
not
was
at all.
sweet. All right, folks, stay tuned. We're coming right back at you with the final matchup and the third place matchup.
Here we are on hole 10, one of the straightest holes out here at Walnut Creek, both from the long and the short pad. You basically want to throw it as far and straight as you can, especially to this long basket. Probably going to see a lot of backhands, maybe a forehand if someone's trying to get aggressive, but that can put you in a pretty tough spot if you throw the forehand. I think up on the tee we got Vince first. Of course, going to that same orange disc he threw all over on the front line.
Really good shot, dude.
Hyzer flip
Great shot.
and gets it way down just past the short basket. That's a good place to be.
Yeah, it hit the last tree. I mean, he might have had a circle 2 look if that didn't hit anything. But if I'm Vince, I'm not that mad.
Not at all. There are so many kicks you can get on this hole that can send you just to the middle of nowhere. So to get distance is really important, especially on this longer layout.
Nice shot, Nesbitt.
Jeez, Nesbitt. That is a pretty throw.
Putting a move on it and just nice hyzer flip. And Caleb here going to try to match, just putting it straight down this tunnel.
Yes,
If that holds that turn, that's going to be
everybody else had a good
great.
shot.
Yeah, gets it right to that. There's a log pile you can see way out there in the distance. That's a good place to be, right in the fairway.
This is a scramble position. Don't really want to be scrambling already, but he makes it work. He makes it work.
Makes it work. He gets a little love on the way and puts him 10 feet away. He put a good move on that thing, and he got the good kick. Oh, and just Caleb a little underturned, I think, on that than he wanted.
That did not look like an easy position to throw
Not at
forehand
all.
from.
Not
That
at all.
bush was all up in his business.
All right, Nesbitt can have a little bit of a putt. Vince putting it under the pin.
Wow, he makes that look easy. Nice
Yeah.
little smooth jump putt layup.
Yeah, easy 3 for him. Caleb's got a putt from distance. Oh, just a little pulled out of the hand. And Nesbitt to win the hole. Oh. All right, they're going to tap out here.
Nesbitt's been putting so well today. I feel like that was the first like putt that he's missed that I feel like he could have made.
Yeah, it was within his range.
But that's all right. Just a simple push on the hole, and it brings us into hole 11, one which can, there could really be some action on this. There's so many different ways this could go wrong. Another hole where just getting a 3, potentially wins you the hole outright.
Yeah, similar to hole 8 where we talked about, I don't know how discs are able to shape this way. Hole 11 from this long tee pad really, I don't know what you're supposed to do to get to the pin. It really, Vince.
Well, it's not that. I can tell you it's not that.
That's not the one. That's not the one to get to the basket. So it looks like Lamont is maybe throwing zone forehand, and this might be just the par play. Get him out in the middle, and then take the upshot, especially with Vince hitting early.
Yeah, smart play. I like this from him.
And then you can see him
they're
left. And, yeah.
kind of out in the open. Should be an easy up and down for the 3.
It's almost a forced forehand when Nesbitt is throwing the forehand.
Seriously,
he is not generally a forehand thrower, and hits that early tree as well. Tough. It is just, it's right there, right in the line that you want to throw is where that tree is. So it's, I guess, well placed.
Caleb trying the backhand. And
hits a later one.
He made a bit of progress.
He might be looking right down the tunnel where the basket is.
Important shot for Vince here.
That thing's fading out. Okay, he's gonna have something from there. Maybe not a putt, but an up and down. Oh, what a great little turnover from Nesbitt there.
That's really good, just to get in the fairway.
Yeah, because
Caleb
put some distance on it, but it's still not easy. Okay,
that's a putt.
That's a putt.
I'm not sure how far that is, but he'll definitely have a chance to win the hole.
Oh. It's a little overturn from Nesbitt there, but it gets a little kiss and puts him right by the basket. That's going to be a tap-in for bogey, so Caleb's going to have to make his putt to win the hole.
I would bet money that Lamont just parks this.
Yep, there you go.
That's as simple as it gets for him. He's so confident in that shot.
And really smart golf from Lamont. He just went, I think, zone, forehand.
That's how it's done.
And that's how he's going to win the hole now. So that's going to be one up for Andrew there. And I think the other guys tied the hole. So, yeah, here we go, hole 12, par 4. Tunnel shot off the tee. You want to land really at this short basket is a great spot to be. Kind of up here on this rise. And then you've got another tunnel down to the long basket, and it's just a hallway of laurels that you have to navigate. They're all 6 to 8 feet tall, so you do not want to end up in them. You want to be either in the middle or past those bushes there.
This is a great hole. One of my favorites at Walnut Creek.
Especially this long pin. And we're back.
Nobody's the wiser. It looked like Lamont threw an absolute dime, though.
Great forehand there. Vince got down the tunnel a ways, and then Nesbitt throwing it all the way out the tunnel. He might be looking down the secondary tunnel there toward the basket.
It's a good play from Nesbitt. I like that a lot. Just get out the gap.
Oh, and Caleb just a little early release there. And gonna have to work for this on the second shot.
So good, dude.
And look at that. That holds that turn. Oh, yeah. I think he's gonna like his spot. I didn't see where it ended up, but I think he liked it anyway.
The crowd liked it. The people liked
Vince going long of the basket. That would have kept flying for a ways, but it hit something late and puts him 15 feet away.
That was pretty nice.
That was really nice.
That's gonna be a really good save. I think that'll be for his 4.
Oh, okay. Must have missed.
Oh yeah, we missed one of his. We missed his pitch out after the tee shot.
Okay.
And yeah, Lamont just got all the way down here. This is a really good spot to be. He actually went a little too far.
A little too far, throwing the little turnover forehand that fades out on him and goes a little deep, but he'll have a putt from back there.
Yeah, putt to win the hole from
Yep.
somewhere.
You can see how tall some of these bushes are, and Caleb puts it by the basket with a little roller. That's so cool.
That's for his 4 as well. I think this is for Nesbitt's 3, so he could... never mind.
Yeah, that was a tough spot to be. You can see this. Oh, what a putt from him.
Nice putt.
So
Speaking of people who have been putting really well, Andrew has made a couple super nice ones
Absolutely.
today.
That was to win the hole. So he's up 2-0 on Vince right now. Here we go, hole 13. Is it my hole? Here
I don't
we go.
know, man, but why don't you take it?
Yeah, absolutely. The goal here is to get into the mouth of this gap here. If you can get to the basket, good on you. You know, I'm proud of you. But just to keep it clean and not get way left or way right is really the goal here.
That is
Andrew-
not going to be it.
That is not a good spot to be. He's going to have a wall of trees in front of him. He's going to have to work for it.
Such a beautiful black vein.
This looks a little... Hold on.
Oh, maybe.
Hold on.
Oh, it's out. And that's the short basket there that he's by, but that is past the initial gap. That's like 300 feet off the tee.
You take that every time.
Every time. Every time.
He'll have a pretty simple pitch up for his 3. Nesbitt does a really good job. I love this play to just lay up before the gap. It's the safe play, and you can make the getting a 3 much easier.
Much easier.
Caleb does the same play, maybe a little bit too hyzered.
Yeah, it kind of catches a skip. That ground there is so skippy, so it can happen so quick there.
And this is what you don't want. This
This-
is a bad spot. He's going to try to go over the top.
Right in the middle, but he's going to have 80 feet to the basket from there.
It's not an easy spot to be. He'll have to run it though. I think. My guess is that Vince is going to get this.
It's Carrie, our vice president, just making faces at the camera.
Shout out to Carrie.
Absolutely.
And yeah, this is a must make for Lamont right now.
give it to me.
And gave it an honest bid. I mean,
Good bid.
Basket high the whole way, just a little right of the basket there, so you can't be too mad about that. Caleb making contact, and Nesbitt doing Nesbitt things, just sinking the 20-footer.
Such a well played hole by Nesbitt.
Yeah.
Great layup, great pitch up, great putt. And he takes a 1-0 lead for the third place matchup going into hole 14. This, I feel like this is, people have a love-hate relationship with this one. Really satisfying to get
Yes.
like a nice stalling righty backhand hyzer down to this long pin position.
It's kind of like better hole 8. You know,
It's better hole 8, that's
hole
for
8
sure.
we talked about, it just seems impossible to throw that shape. And there he goes. There's Vince throwing the righty backhand.
I cannot imagine how he does that.
He does both sides, and it's so fun to watch.
This is potentially really good.
Yeah.
He got great height.
Going really stable. It faded a little early on him, so he didn't quite push all the way down to the basket. But he'll still be okay with that. Getting progress is really huge on this one.
Also, great throw, just too straight. I think he's gonna have a putt. Caleb,
Great, Caleb.
this is
Great
better
shape.
height from Caleb.
Yep.
And
Running it at the short basket and then skipping a little past, he'll be putting if he wants to run it. It's a scary putt.
We're
It's
right about
so
the
downhill, but
hey, this is match play.
it's match play. Yeah,
Let's
he's
see if he
line-
gives
he's
this a
lining
good
it up.
bid. Oh, he says yep.
What a putt.
He knows it halfway there.
No question for Caleb from that range.
And I couldn't keep my mouth shut on the catch cam. I had to tell him it was a great putt.
It was a good putt, to be fair to you. This is a weird putt.
Weird putt, and gave it a great bid at it. I think this will tie the hole with Vince. Oh, and Nesbitt had to run that putt as well, since Caleb cashed his.
Vince a similar distance to Caleb. Sneaks it in.
Sneaks it in.
Great 3 save from him.
Vince putts with these, they're almost mid-ranges. They're so glidey. I feel like he barely throws them and they can go 60 feet. It's really fun to watch him throw those longer putts, especially those downhill where they'll just float forever.
Yeah, and his putting has gotten so good.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Hole 15 here, big left to right moving shot. Off the long tees, it just really tightens up the gap a bit. And really what you want to do is push past this short basket that you just saw on the right side and try to get into this area, but it's so hard to get all the way down there. It is all of the 400 feet that it says on the tee sign there.
What an echo.
This is probably, this is in the running for hardest hole on the course, in my opinion. Caleb going forehand. Good line, didn't get the angle right.
Yeah.
Oh, please
And-
turn. Lord in heaven, please turn.
Nesbitt just doesn't quite turn this one over, so it fades out early, and that is just Laurel City.
Yeah, I mean, he got good distance, but
Yeah.
there's, even with that amount of distance, he might not be able to get up and down for a 3. Let's see if Lamont can throw this shot right, because he is so good with the
Hucks
forehand.
a
No
wrap.
way. That's
Yeah.
so good. He got a bit unlucky to hit one of those trees, I think.
Yep.
I mean, it was a little pulled, but if it misses one of those trees, like he is actually in birdie range. if he
He's at
misses
least
those trees.
putting it for sure. And
that was a little anticlimactic.
Wait, we're just playing the same shot again?
Yeah.
Is this the same footage?
Okay, that time it seemed to work
Okay.
better.
I saw it flash through the camera somewhere there. All right, and Vince, I think he rolled that over a little bit. It might get up there. The ground can roll on the ground a little bit up there. Oh, giving it a run even.
Gosh, he's just so smooth from you can put him in any awkward stance, any range within 250 feet. I feel like he's getting up and down with that forehand, and that was a
Thrower.
I guess that was a thrower. He put it within 10 feet.
Yeah.
So that was kind of sick.
He just kind of shrugged and said, "Oh, it worked. It's by the basket, right?" All right, and this is Vince for his 3, I believe, to tie the hole. It almost does it. Oh. Well, I guess Andrew has to make this putt. There you go.
Sneaks it in.
Sneaks it in. That counts.
But his putting has been too consistent today. Hole 16, another just dead straight. Fire a laser down the middle. Hope to miss some of the trees at the end. Try to manage the hillside.
Yep.
Cross your fingers you don't get a nasty roll away.
Yeah.
This is a cool hole to play and a cool hole to watch because you can see the flight the whole time.
You can actually see me way out there in the distance, and I'm standing 15 feet from the basket, I think. So they're really just kind of trying to throw at me.
Get lucky. Turn.
And-
Get fucking oh, boy.
That is such a good
So
throw.
good. That's so good. You can hear Lamont just calling for it to do something. It was a great shot. And
He's
Lamont-
honestly unlucky to not have a birdie putt.
Yes.
Oh, the laurel.
Andrew throwing the hyzer flip. Throws it a little low, so it kind of fades out to the. Well, it doesn't really fade, just kind of pushes to the left there.
God damn it, Vince.
And Vince throwing that same orange flippy driver. And
Too flippy
Just
this
turns
time.
it over a little bit, yeah. The thing about this is it's so downhill in this gully that if you hit early or something like that, you have
What'd you say?
so much distance to continue to make up to get to this hole.
Get around it.
And Andrew throws a great third shot. So
Yeah, that was really good.
really good.
Also
there we
very
go.
good. Just,
Lamont again, as you were talking about, just making it look simple when he's in trouble.
I didn't
Vince
expect to hear metal. Let's go.
Vince told me after the round he just had a hole and he threw the disc through the hole.
and as we
Yeah.
saw,
You're not wrong.
He nearly hit the
not
basket.
wrong.
He nearly hit Morgan.
Oh man, if that didn't hit the basket, that was making contact with
I don't
me
know where
for
that disc
sure.
came from.
I didn't know he was throwing. I didn't know anything, and
The Laurels are shooting discs at us now.
That must have been terrifying.
Yeah.
And Caleb here, pretty nice position, can just pitch up for his par
Yep.
and tie up the third place matchup pretty simply.
Yeah, 2-2.
All it took was a pretty sick tee
It's
shot.
just an incredible drive.
Once again, Lamont just casually saving par from
Everywhere.
anywhere in the world.
Vince also doing the same, throwing through nothing to make a par save. What a shot. Hole 17, moving on. The signature hole on this course, I
Absolutely.
think. A huge downhill shot from both tee pads. Both baskets are just so fun to throw to. Here we're trying to just basically launch it as far as we can, and the only real danger is this water to the left here. I suppose you can turn it over into the lake on the right, but you just want to get out there. Par is still good because you can do a lot of bad things on this hole because there's so much time for the disc to fly.
There's a lot of ways to bogey this.
There are.
But that's a great shot. I mean,
great.
just put it in the fairway.
Absolutely.
We have an interesting situation here with Lamont and Vince where, wow, this is also a great shot. But Lamont's up two holes to play.
Yep.
Vince has to win both 17 and 18 if he wants a chance to stay in this tournament.
Yeah, keep pushing it.
And it's going to be tough because Lamont can do things like this. This is an absolute laser.
And throws it deep, and then it kicks out. Just what a shot.
That's insane.
This is another just crazy flippy disc from Vince, and it flips over and then starts to fade,
Come back.
and it lands in the rocks.
You're on the rocks.
We couldn't. No one could see it from the tee pad. They're yelling down at me. I don't know what it is. We're thinking it's safe. We go down, and sure enough, it's on the rocks. It's safe. It's not in the water.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What a shot from
What a
Vince.
shot.
And that is just so clutch. To give yourself a putt at this point in the tournament to stay alive.
Yep. And Caleb and Nesbitt are going to continue to stay tied. They both take the pars on this after they're going to tap those out. Caleb really wanted that one. He had the line.
This could be the win. If he
could be
sinks
the
this,
win.
it's for the win. This is a tricky putt. I'm not sure how he's going to run this. God, he did a good job. I mean,
So close.
that's such an awkward way to putt from a knee straight downhill.
And then he immediately runs down, tells Vince, what kind of lie he should have, and really good guy Andrew just telling him.
He moved his lie.
Did his other disc just roll in the water?
I think it did. He kind of threw his other disc he had in his hand and just threw it, and it ended up rolling in the water. So, they're having fun with it. But Lamont really was
If I get you
helping
falling
Vince
into the
figure
hot
out
tub right
good
now,
footing.
oof.
He wasn't making him, no, take it where it lies. He was really being good sportsmanship here.
Yeah, what a good guy to play disc golf with and compete against.
Always is.
And this is a huge putt.
Yeah, for the win of this hole. And
Sinks it. That is so clutch.
Yeah, to
Can
stay
you
alive.
imagine you have to birdie hole 17
Wow.
to stay alive,
Yeah,
and you have one shot,
You have
and
one
Vince
shot.
just did it.
a putt from the rocks, and he cashes it.
That is wild.
Yep.
What a hole by Vince. That is so good.
It's all going to come down to hole 18 here. 2 water carries or 1 huge water carry if you really want to go for it. Par 4 and probably signature 1A hole of this course. Just picturesque course, and of course Vince is going to just...
He's going. Please go.
And it's over. It's not in a great position, but it's over. And that's all you got to do.
Super far left.
Yep.
Andrew,
Andrew getting booed because he didn't go for it.
strategic play.
he knows he doesn't have to necessarily win the hole. He just has to tie the hole, and he'll win.
Absolute boo. And we talk about
Yeah, I think what we're going to see, I think I can expect Lamont to get up and down from where he's at,
Never going
and Vince
anywhere close
is
to
going
over
to
that
force
line.
Vince to make a putt from where he is,
Yep.
which I expect is not easy. It's way far left of the basket.
Way far left, and it's not cleaned up over there. It's not really intended to be part of the hole, so he's going to be in some stuff over there.
We just saw a really beautiful upshot from Nesbitt,
Yep.
and now we're seeing a beautiful upshot from Caleb.
Under the
This is
basket.
exactly what I imagined their matchup would be.
Yep.
Just
beautiful shot
consistency.
after beautiful shot.
And
Andrew trying to go walk off eagle.
that would have been wild. just drain it for the win. And yeah, this is what Vince is left with.
And this is
Has
what he
to
needs
make
to
it.
win. And just pulls it a little bit.
There was no way. I mean, that's
It's-
just an
yeah.
unfortunate place to be. Had to be a little bit closer to the basket if he wanted a chance. And that's going to seal the deal if Andrew can make this putt,
Sure enough.
which he does. Congratulations, Andrew Lamont.
2024
Absolutely.
BRDGC champion, Andrew Lamont.
What a win.
What a
What a
win.
day for the guy.
Finally.
This is after, I think we ended up playing 3 times through the course, so it is, do the math. I mean, just a ton of disc golf played during our club championship, and then actually, these 2 guys are doing CTP for 3rd place.
Yeah, this is going to decide the third place matchup. It's just a simple CTP. Caleb parks it, and Nesbitt giving him a run for his money.
Just gets a little skip.
A little too much of a skip, I believe. I think that's going to seal the deal for Caleb in the third place matchup.
So
And
Caleb
that's,
in 3rd, Vince 2nd place, and our now 2-time club championship,
Yeah.
Andrew Lamont.
what a tournament for the guy. As you mentioned, a lot of disc golf today.
Yes.
And, most consistent player is going to end up winning, and Lamont did that today. Just so consistent, made very few mistakes, scrambled out of his mind.
Yep. Yeah, played well all day. I mean, and really a deserving champion.
Absolutely.
Not
Absolutely
even
deserved
not
it.
even from the disc golf side, the playing side, but just as a guy, he is just one of the great guys in the club. Giving lessons and bringing new people to the course. It's really fun to see him win out and kind of really in a deserving way.
And shout out to the other 3 guys who made the Final
Absolutely.
Four. We were lucky to have all those guys. I
Yeah.
mean, we just saw some incredible disc golf
Such
on
a
one
fun
of our
card.
one of our best courses, one of our just beautiful courses
Yes.
in Virginia.
Absolutely.
And man, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure doing commentary with you, Morgan.
Yeah, you too, Josh. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining. We'll catch you next time.
See you then.
Oddly enough, it's a
weird.
Dob Miser sandwich.
It is.
It's me, Dob Miser, Lamont stuff.